Hey there folks, this is Kurt Bope, Assistant Editor at Central Penn Parent. I'm here with my best buddy from college, meteorologist in Maryland, Matt Ridzik. He's also the greatest pumpkin carver I know. So basically what we're going to do today is show you how to carve a couple different levels of challenge, I'd say, pumpkins. Matt, you want to just tell them a little bit about what we've done so far?
Yeah, so what we've done so far is we prepped our pumpkins for carving. What we did is we got nice big pumpkins in the grocery store this week. It's nice to get them now before Halloween. And we cut the bottom out here. Cut the bottom out because what happens is most people cut the top out, and as they age, they tend to dry up, and then the top shrinks and ends up falling into the pumpkin. So if we cut out the bottom here, we don't have to worry about that at all. We cut that out with just a little pumpkin carving knife you could buy from the grocery store, or you could use a kitchen knife at home if your mom and dad don't mind.
Right, and that's, I'd say, arguably the most dangerous part, I don't know if you agree. For kids, parents pay attention when they're cutting the bottom. A lot of knives, it gets stuck. The bottom's a pain. The bottom's tricky, so be careful of that. As soon as you do that, though, it's kind of fun. You get to cut the thing.
Yeah, then you get to stick your hand in the bottom of it, get your hand nice and messy. They sell little scoops that you can help. You can also use a spoon from home. You just scrape out all the interior so it's nice and smooth on the inside. You don't have any strings hanging around.
Absolutely, and that's, like I said, that's one of the funnest, most fun parts for kids. The other thing that we'd recommend is, as you're doing that, tell the kids, or if you're doing it, take the seeds, throw them in a bowl, and then we actually have some pumpkin seeds going right now. It's very, very simple. You just take them out of the pumpkin, clean them off, use some water, clean them off, throw them on a cookie sheet, bake them at, I think, like 300.
350.
350, yeah, and then you just kind of monitor them. Takes half an hour, 45 minutes maybe. Monitor them, throw some salt on, and you're good to go. And they're a delicious, healthy snack. So
exactly.
Cool. So basically, like I said, we're going to do 3 patterns. In this video, we're going to show you how we get started for 2 of them. First is just simply drawing on a face, a jack-o'-lantern, traditional. Matt, how are you going to do that one?
Yeah. So what we have right here is we have this pumpkin ready, and all we're going to do is we're going to just take a simple black Sharpie marker. We're just going to do simple 2 eyes, a mouth, and a nose. So we'll just draw 2 big eyes right here. Right on the pumpkin. And then what should we do? Triangle for a nose?
Triangle works.
Triangle nose.
Perfect.
Upside down triangle.
I like it. Yeah.
And then you want to draw the mouth on there?
All right.
Give it a nice pierce mouth.
We'll see how this goes. A smile. Okay, something like that.
All right, so now we have this nice smiling pumpkin right there. And the next thing we'll do is we'll just take one of the little pumpkin carving knives they sell from the grocery store. You could also use a knife at home if you have something that's safe. And we'll just go along, puncture the pumpkin, and just carve around. Now this is a very simple design, so it'll be something easy for your kids to do, or the parents to help their kids do too.
Exactly, and again, watch them with knives, but this is a very simple one. Maybe a medium degree, the other one we're going to do is the pumpkin patterns. Now they come in varying degrees themselves. In terms of actual pumpkin styles, they're probably average. In terms of difficulty, we're going to go with the Batman logo, greatest hero there is, of course. And what we're going to do with this pattern, which you just print off the internet, is what we're going to do is we're just going to cut it out, trim it a little bit, tape it on, and then, the light part is what you're just going to cut out. Once you tape it on, and you're just going to use one of these little tools, which, you can get
just perforates the pumpkin and gives you an outline. So you can either take the pattern off and then just cut out the perforations on the other side. Or something else you can do is once you have this pattern taped onto the front is you could just cut right through the paper pattern into the pumpkin. Right. If you want to not lose your track where you are in the pumpkin.
Right, so there are various ways you could do this, but again, it's simply taping the thing, trim it a bit. We still got to trim it, but then taping the thing on and figuring out the easiest way for you, to carve out the pieces. So I think that's all for now. We're going to go ahead and get to carving. Won't bore you with those details, but essentially that's how you get started, that's how you get going. We'll show you these when they're knocked out, and then we're going to show you how to do a tougher one. It's a 3-color pumpkin, which essentially involves cutting and shading using some wood shaving tools and stuff like that. We'll get to that later. But again, thanks for watching, and check back our next video and check the pictures to see our finished product.